I'm talking about ways that people cope with grief and loss. And I want to talk now about what's called complicated bereavement or complicated grief. So, when we have a loving relationship with unconditional love and it's very positive, then when they pass away, we feel sad, obviously. It's very straightforward. They're gone, we miss them. However, majority of the time, our relationships are not straightforward like that. There's been hurt, disappointment, frustration, humiliation, abandonment, abuse of right? Different dynamics have gone into the relationship with that loved one. So the relationship, in other words, is complicated. And so when that happens, when that person passes away, grief is complicated. We don't just feel sadness, we feel all of those other feelings that we felt in that relationship. Those feelings come to the surface as well. And so it becomes a very complicated process. You're going to experience all of those different feelings, and all of those different feelings have to be processed and resolved. And that's when it's particularly important to go to a therapist to talk out those different feelings and where they're coming from, and learning different ways of coping with those feelings and resolving them. And even just being aware that they're there, because a lot of times we have bottled up those feelings. And so we may not have dealt with them at all until suddenly that person passes away. And then all of a sudden, we're experiencing all these feelings that maybe we weren't even aware of, or we're certainly not taking the time to process.